realize we were landing so close to the action.
We got bases down there. If one of them got hit, then that strike will be the first of many.
Attention passenger. You are running 21,027.5 hours late for your tram. Please be mindful of your departure in the future.
Wow. This station's sure gone to scrap since last I stepped about. Don't think we'll be hitching a ride anywhere quick.
This is your 2061st reminder to keep all personal items with you at all times. Your patience is commendable, passenger. Please continue waiting quietly until the next... Stay vigilant. Report any suspicious activity to your nearest station warden.
Hulk were hunkered down here. Wonder how long they held out before. Well, best not to think about it.
Day 206. Morale? Low. Condition? Feeble. Voucher mech. Watching. Always watching. Many have left for Matriarch's mercy, seeking refuge with the Order. The fools. Can't they see the Order is no different from the Protectorate? The Order won't...
Incessant muttering to oneself may disturb fellow passengers. Further conduct violations may warrant notification of the Sentinels.
Try it, you doddering rattletrap! Such threats compel me no longer. I now answer to no one. I've seen through the lies of both sides. In time,
Lest you're bent on
everyone
exploring,
Unwarranted
best we hoof it over to
optimism
Matriarch's
may be a
mercy
sign
and meet
of a
with that
more
Agatha
serious
Bassar
imbalance.
mission.
Please see a curativist before boarding.
Cultured banquet. 100% fabricated meal. The consummation of consumption from the Order of the Ascendant.
We've got company, Commander. The unfriendly kind.
Ready to waste it. On your command. Not walking this off. Gotta fix me up first.
Day 206. Morale? Low. Condition? Feeble. Voucher mech. Watching. Always watching. Many have left for Matriarch's mercy, seeking refuge with the Order. The fools. Can't they see the Order is no different from the Protectorate? The Order won't...
Incessant muttering to oneself may disturb fellow passengers. Further conduct violations may warrant notification of the Sentinels.
Try it, you doddering rattletrap! Such threats compel me no longer. I now answer to no one. I've seen through the lies of both sides. In time, everyone will.
Unwarranted optimism may be a sign of a more serious imbalance. Please see a curativist before boarding.
Lest you're bent on exploring, best we hoof it over to Matriarch's Mercy and meet with that abbot Asar mentioned.
Got trouble.
Adrena time! Better go see.
Another adequate day in paradise. Slippery weekend. Who pissed in my pants? Reconnoitering. Gotta check for skulkers.
Let me know when you need it in stretch.
Over here! Revolve the head!
What's that?
Don't make me bury another agent! Check enemy light just turned on.
Maybe some dream time.
Quit skulking. Maybe some Drina time? How are you still upright over there? I'll find the one you need to worry about. Over here! Free hole in the head! Not getting up without help, Commander! Knew you had my back.
believe we have to record this. Were the written orders really not enough? Void damn scrappers. Listen up, you, hard-working scrappers. Auntie's Choice needs you to bring scrap. Bring whole armloads to drop location 14C. 14C. You bring scrap, we give Adrena time. Very simple. Special. Bring us an order targeting system. Get lots of Adrena time. And remember, if any scrapper attacks us again, no Adrena time for anyone. 14C, scrap. Adrena time, no fighting, no violence. That's all. Hopefully even your rotting gray matter can comprehend this.
Got my lamps on a hostile.
Coming for you! Waste of valuable time!
Aggressors in range.
Have to help. Discreetly. Out of sight and on the way.
Knew you had my back.
Buddy, can you spare the Drina?
Error. Navigation systems offline. Unable to locate designated file. Greetings. This unit is unable to fulfill its programming. Are you able to assist this unit in its assigned duties? Dispensing gratitude in 3, 2, 1. Error. Gratitude depleted. This unit is unable to execute its programming due to tampering. Navigational and other systems have been compromised. This unit is now being used as a target, which is not among its designated functions. This unit must return to Matriarch's Mercy to dispense medical care in order to fulfill its programming. Searching for last known location of charging pad. Success. 1. Entry found. Processing optimal path toward Matriarch's Mercy. Return sequence will be initiated once path is determined. This unit assures you that a job well done is its own reward. and no payment is necessary. Thank you, qualified engineer.
So you did come. Good. I'm not partial to working with those given to second thoughts. It seems we arrive on a desolate scene. I don't know what transpired, but whatever it was killed the refugees to a person. As an Arbiter, I bear a strong stomach. But if you've any reservations about witnessing destruction visited upon the innocent, you'd best steel yourself. I've some theories on the refugees' killers, but I remain unsatisfied. Although I am not required to do so as an Arbiter, I would care to acquire proof. We operate under the Sovereign's indefatigable will. Thus, we do not need proof. But my training was somewhat unique in that it emphasized the value of thorough investigation. Let us comb the remnants of this charnel house. Is that? Yes, that's an incisor, all right. I cannot help but feel a pang for these people, cut down without a hope of defense. We must uncover what transpired here. As an apprentice, I was taught to see investigations through to their completion. Evidence begets evidence and can lead one to uncover further criminal elements. Any further interest is purely academic. Very well. I shall continue to search on my own. life was this, without the Sovereign's guidance? Salutations. Has your search uncovered anything of remark? Inform me. I doubt it factored in their inadequacy in the face of a superior force, assuming there was a superior force. An apt theory, yet there are no signs of a large force's egress. The automech should have mounted a consistent defense, but there are no signs this occurred. Did you have anything else? That auto-mechanicals would fall in the camp's defense is logical. That there would only be one is not. Did you notice anything interesting about it? Meaning its combat protocols were active for quite some time before it was destroyed. Very well. I shall continue to search on my own. These people could have been saved. They simply hadn't deviated from the paradigm. Salutations. Has your search uncovered anything of remark? Let's hear it. Seems this base has seen its share of destruction. I maintain that it feels deliberate, judging by the still standing buildings. Was there anything remarkable about it? Thorough destruction scarcely narrows the list of possible suspects, unfortunately. Did you have anything else? Someone visited much carnage on this place while leaving few signs of their presence. Did you learn anything by examining the body? I ascertained the burn wounds, but I theorize plasma damage, not electrical. Seems I must brush up on my ballistic know-how. Very well. I shall continue to... Salutations. Has your search uncovered anything of remark? You've been busy. What did you find? Must be the shortwave, as we already found the long band. Odd that our assailant would pay it any mind. I don't believe I would have learned that on my own. Seems I underestimated you. That's exceedingly useful. Did you have anything else? You're certain you've combed the place to your liking? Then let us debrief and see if we can deduce what transpired here. Have you any theories as to what killed these people? A good first observation, and one I concur with. Too little damage, no signs of traditional firearms. Have any theories about the automechs that did this? My thoughts exactly. How do you believe they were compromised? I may have a strong theory, but I do not have a definitive answer. Indulge me. How do you think the mechanicals were corrupted? It seems so simple, and yet it also appears to be the most probable outcome. I agree. The only remaining puzzle piece is why. Why go through all this trouble to eliminate a handful of isolated refugees? Yes, that relay tower in the rear of the camp was clearly not built by the refugees, but stolen from the Protectorate, which likely means that they were Protectorate as well. The refugees must have used it to listen in on Protectorate communications, then sold what they learned to Sub Rosa. After the Vox relay's recent destruction, High Command would have ordered a security sweep of all communication systems. This outpost's relay would have returned a signal. Upon learning of this camp's existence, they'd have dispatched a sentinel to cross off any would-be traitors. Hence the destruction we bear witness to. I admire your enthusiasm, but these refugees were traitors to the Protectorate, though I still believe there was a solution here beyond complete annihilation. Now with that finished, Hold. Some things approach. Be ready. I suspect someone has disapproved of our inquiry.
Machines return, bent on eliminating any stragglers. To arms! Your own admirably. These automechs will never be used to perpetrate such heinous acts again. I believe we're at the end of our investigation. The prospect of sharing our findings with the broker isn't terribly appealing, but we've little choice. I will locate my wretched Sub Rosa transport and return to Free Market Station. Pleasure fighting beside you. Be sure you return to Free Market Station to debrief with me. Despite our work here, I somehow doubt the broker would grant an audience to me alone.
That must be Matriarch's Mercy. Sure think a lot of their royal family, don't they? Can't say I'm thrilled about aiding an Arbiter, especially considering he ain't been forthcoming about his motives. Hope it don't come back to bite us. Anyhow, was there something you needed, Commander? How personal are we talking? Couldn't say. I was in it all of 2 days before my graft started festering. Before that, I was an infantry medic. Our platoon was one of the first to touch down in Arcadia. I would have continued serving on the front line in an upgraded capacity, but, well, once the state of my graft became apparent, it was decided that parting ways would be best. My commanding officer, and the surgeon who performed the operation, I imagine. I wasn't lucid at the time. When I regained consciousness, I saw that my service pistol was gone, and a termination notice was in its place. I put 2 and 2 together. Law, that was a bad morning. Look, I knew dismissal was a possibility when I volunteered for the procedure. A successful graft is a boon, a failed one is a colossal liability. I'm a walking lesson in breakage. Oh, that information is outside my purview. I miss my platoon. Most of the time. I hope they're holding on okay wherever they are. Huh. If nothing else, they'll have Ortiz to keep up morale. I know the nonstop jokes from that bastard sustained me for weeks. Yeah, he's tough. He'll be all right. Of course I do. Can't help but wonder if I'm missed in return. Anyhow, I would rather return to the matter at hand. No use dwelling on those out of sight and out of mind. Right. If this new graft fails, you mean? Then I keep pushing forward till I can't anymore. You didn't see me when I first got out of surgery and came to Paradise Island. The fact that you and I met at all is a testament to Doc's skill. But suppose if her treatment doesn't stick, then maybe it's my time to go. You can only cheat death so many times. You know that as well as I do. Oh, I couldn't even tell you who that doctor was or where they're stationed. Grafting was a procedure in its infancy, see? So corporate like to keep things hush-hush. Can't say I like the thought of it. Could have been cut open in the middle of a cave for all I know. I'd rather not dwell on those moments, if it's all the same to you. What matters is the here and now. Fine by me. Well, like I said, we were both in the same unit. Me as a combat medic, him as a machine gunner. Everyone in my unit was from Tau Ceti, so we already had that in common. And we served on the front lines, which made us look out for one another that much more. See, most of us were laborers, and we just got our first real shot at something greater. We wanted to make a name for ourselves, and what better way to do that than become a hero? Our onboarders promised that if we demonstrated exceptionalism, showed initiative, that we'd get promoted quick. And our days of living in squalor would be far behind us. It ain't like they forced us to join up. We did that on our own. And it said in our contract that they could send us wherever we were needed. Can't complain if where we're needed is in a trench staring down the barrels of a minigun. All right. We spent a week crouched in the same foxhole under aerial bombardment. Shared water one sip at a time by the end of it. Anyone would have been friends after that. I don't know if I would have made it out alive without him. Maybe I'll tell him that over a beer one day. Praise him in front of the whole saloon. Law knows he's got a thing for heroics. Better than I'd feared. Only had to bury 2 troopers and amputate 5 limbs. I'm thankful every day that the Protectorate can't aim for shit. He kept me clear-headed. Every so often there'd be a lull in the bombardments and I'd hear voices all across the field, calling out for aid, for Mama, for death. Almost got my head clean taken off when I tried to scramble out of the foxhole the first night. I heard a call for help and moved on instinct. Damn foolish of me, really. Ortiz told me not to panic, to wait till he could provide cover, to just shout first aid instructions where I could. It was too valuable to fall in battle, he said. It was a rough few nights at first, knowing I couldn't help folk who needed it. And the reward for that torment was my life. I appreciate that, Commander. In any case, I'm only standing here because of a damn fine soldier who became my friend. I'll carry that knowledge always. Fine by me? Like ain't the word I'd use, even before I was itching to tear up my contract and set it aflame. Auntie gave me autonomy, gave me the choice to do more than just struggle to survive. They treated me better than my last employers did, and despite recent events, I believe in their mission. We can give folk here in Arcadia a better life. Of course. I mean, obviously procuring resources and bolstering their influence are pluses, but there are easier ways to get those than liberating a colony. You can think what you like, but my focus is on the people. I want to do for them what Auntie's Choice did for me. They ain't perfect, but they're a damn sight better than the competition. I ain't the only one who welcomed the chance to enlist with open arms, I'll tell you that. The same could happen here. It ain't like we want folk to owe us for saving them. But with freedom comes new purpose. If enlisting helps these folk find themselves, then I'll be pleased to see more recruits. Now, do I got qualms with Auntie? Sure. But I'll tell you what, when she overthrew those Spacer's Choice bastards in Tau Ceti, my home system, that takeover was the best thing that ever happened to us, even if it took time to see it. But I reckon that's a tale for another day. That all you wanted to discuss, or...
Ah, Commander. Caught me cogitating. I was just thinking about making some tweaks to Val. Hoping it'll help. Oh, just the usual. Flickering occipiters, gimbal misalignment, effector failures, voice box trembles, recurring errors in logic assembly. Val's old, in Automech years, so she requires a lot of routine maintenance to prevent her hardware and systems from deteriorating further. Replace Val? I'd sooner give up another limb. Vals, look, I haven't gotten my wires crossed. I know she's all coils and no feeling. But haven't you ever grown attached to something that can't love you back? Anyway, I find working on Val relaxing, actually. Meditative. It's nice being able to identify a problem and just fix it. Val saved my life after Horizon Point, and she's been saving my life every day since. Partly, I'm just glad to return the favor, even if I am just putting off the inevitable. Anyway, I've taken up enough of your time, Yamri. But thanks for stopping by.
Updating ship roster to reflect the addition of Trooper Silong. Reminder: Earth Directorate agents are not allowed to participate in paid promotions funded by corporations. Furthermore, any opinions expressed in favor of product are the agent's own and do not reflect the opinions of the Earth Directorate. Presenting the Valerie unit, the latest and greatest in a line of Earth Directorate support automechanicals. All you could want in a squad mate at half the cost. The Valerie unit is the exclusive property of the Earth Directorate and is not intended for civilian or commercial use. Resale of this unit is strictly prohibited. Searching mission parameters. 1 moment. Searching. Error. Unable to find current mission parameters. Defaulting to last known objectives. Goal: infiltrate Horizon Point Station and retrieve data pertaining to skip drives and rifts. Arcadia Colony contact. De Vries, Augustine. Expected operation time: less than 24 hours. Laughter is the best medicine, second only to anthracillin. Do you have any other queries, Commander? Attempting to ride this unit in order to replicate the experience of flight is strongly discouraged. Do you have any other queries, Commander? Vitality augmentation, logistics evaluation, reconnaissance, and information extraction unit. This unit was first deployed on a mission to redacted. More than 10 years ago, and was primarily credited for that operation's success. Other highlights include the triumph at redacted, the rescue of redacted, and the first successful execution of the Stanfield maneuver in zero gravity. Detailed instructions on how to perform the Stanfield maneuver are proprietary to the Earth Directorate and strictly confidential.
Just heard back. The higher-ups finally decided to just bail out.
I just don't get why we have to buy our own weapons from our own merchants. Got people who can filter us
Salutations once more.
Greetings again. Hope that little day excursion you and I jawed about is going well. Libations or information? What's your poison?
The encampment had been razed. I'm sorry to say there were no survivors, but I believe we were able to uncover what transpired. I should add, your observations during the investigation were unexpectedly keen. Working beside you was a pleasure.
I'm surprised. Didn't know if you had it in you, especially with an Arbiter in tow. But you got what was needed. Not bad at all. I'd be happy to direct you to the broker. First, though, we've got a small issue. There's a malfunctioning lamp in the basement I need someone to take a look at. Here's a keycard to get you down there. You mind? Sharp. I like it. Thank you kindly.
How about this? I recruited a Protectorate subject direct link from Bastion. Middle of a protectorate holding.
Think I'll congratulate you for risking your hide to recruit one subject? Forgive me for withholding my applause.
You're jealous of my charms.
Yeah, real jealous. So are the half-dozen AC-ad execs I recruited last week. We're all just vomitous with envy.
Keep your nose clean and your deals dirty.
Anyone had asked me, I had to put the odds of a live arbiter finding his way into my chambers at 1 in a few trillion. Good that you didn't come here for blood, Arbiter Rao. Barney would have sniffed it out and broken you in twain. And I do disdain mopping up Protectorate corpses. If this ain't an assassination attempt, it's bound to be something quite interesting.
If you know who I am, you must know why I'm here. My mentor died under vague circumstances, and I desire any information pertaining to the specifics of her death.
Interesting. That question appears to be at odds with High Command's public statement on the matter. Losing faith in your masters?
No. But I cannot shake the sensation that something was awry with her passing. If you know something, tell me. Please.
I could get used to this kind of groveling. Your instincts are right, Arbiter. Though we don't know the specifics, I received information that your mentor's body bore signs of a fight, and a nasty one. Someone killed her.
Yes. Yes, it was. I'd hoped to be proven wrong, but vindication has cemented my resolve. I shall uncover what happened, no matter what.
If that's all, I think you'd best get along. I prefer not to sully my quarters with Protectorate lackeys. Live ones, anyhow.
And I prefer to limit my time with scheming blackguards. Let us take our leave from present company. Speak to me outside, if you would. There's something I'd care to ask you.
Greetings again. Libations or information? What's your poison?
The role of the Arbiter typically does not require the assistance of others. We are expected to act as wholly independent entities. But I fully realize that had I not your aid today, my investigation's progress would have stalled and withered. During our investigation, I gauged your trustworthiness and did not find it wanting. What say we travel together? I think you have earned forthrightness. I came to Free Market Station to seek the true killer of my mentor, the Supreme Arbiter. Sub Rosa deals in information, and were thusly my best lead on her killer. They gave me less than I'd hoped, but it was at least a start. Unfortunately, I cannot act truly alone. I have no ship, and no support. Utilizing one of our craft for independent purposes would have rendered me conspicuous. I knew Sub Rosa would offer steady transport as long as I paid their exorbitant fees, just as I knew they would collect information on my every movement. But I neither trust them nor have the funds to continue this relationship for much longer. You, on the other hand, have proven to be a capable partner. I do not know your allegiance, and accordingly shall not speculate. Suffice it to say, for now, that I fear the true killer is within the Protectorate. I hold my word in highest regard. Were I to pledge allegiance to you, the pact would be nigh unbreakable, barring some extreme action on your part. I will keep to my convictions in any case, but I understand. What instructions would you have me follow? I should have considered this eventuality. I will listen to your words, and I shall follow your orders. I will not assail enemies of the Protectorate without your consent, though I will not like it. But if my sense of duty outpaces my willingness to comply with an order, or if you attack my brethren unprovoked, our relationship will come to an abrupt end. Excellent. I hope our working relationship is most fruitful. I'm sure we shall discover much together.
Fine. But if this uptight tin can swings that hammer anywhere near me, there's gonna be trouble.
All right, but don't come to me with tears if your new friend decides to judge you the moment I've gone.
Let us be off, Commander.
Buy from me and live to tell your fellows about my store.
This ship is certainly quaint. The grease stains and thrice retrofitted pipes give one the thrilling impression that the ship might burst into flames at any moment. I suppose there's something charming about its lived-in nature. Nevertheless, I have availed myself of the ship's cleaning supplies. Unsightliness is an enemy as sure as any other.